Abby from Super Car Seat Geek. I'm over here at A-Team Auto Tire and Service Center in Whitehall to talk to you about car seat safety today. Did you know that about 90% of parents, when surveyed, feel like they're using their car seat correctly? But studies have shown that about 3 out of 4 car seats are not used correctly. So today I'm going to give you 5 tips on how to make sure that your child is as safe as possible in the car every time that they go for a ride. Alright, so my first tip is about harness height. Anytime that a child is rear-facing, and we remember that kids need to be rear-facing until they're at least 2 years old, we want the harness to be coming from directly at or below their shoulders, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. This child is rear-facing, so the harness needs to be coming from directly at or below her shoulders, and this harness is coming out from the seat just slightly below her shoulders. Once a child is at least 2 years old and they've gone forward-facing in the car, we want to make sure that the harness is coming from directly at or above their shoulders. This one is forward-facing, so the harness is coming from just a little above her shoulders, which is the correct placement. We want it to be directly at or above for forward-facing. My next tip is to make sure that your child's harness is snug enough for them to be safe. You want to make sure that all of the remaining slack is removed from the harness so that you can't pinch any slack up by their shoulders. So as you can see, this harness still has quite a bit of slack in it, which is unsafe. We want to make sure that we remove all of that slack. So I'm going to pull on the harness adjuster tail, which is at the bottom of the car seat here. Most car seats have this. To remove that slack, and to make sure that I've removed all of it, I'm going to try to pinch the harness up by her shoulders. And as long as I can't pinch and grab onto anything, then it passes the pinch test and it's snug enough. So the next part is making sure that the chest clip is at the correct place. We want to make sure that the chest clip is centered on the child's sternum, which is that nice hard bone right here on the chest. So to do that, you're just going to slide it up so that the top of it is about in line with the child's armpits. Fourth tip is to make sure that your car seat is installed snug enough in order to keep your child safe. I'm going to show you how to test for that. For a rear-facing seat, you want to check to make sure that the car seat is snug enough at the rear-facing belt path. So that's the part of the car seat where either your seat belt or your lower anchor strap is attached to the car. And you want to grab the seat at the belt path and give it a nice firm handshake left to right, and make sure that directly at the belt path, it's not moving more than 1 inch. For a forward-facing seat, we want to check at the forward-facing belt path. For this particular car seat, that's right here. But for all car seats, it's going to be behind the child's back. So you're going to, again, grab the seat at the belt path and give it a nice firm handshake to make sure that it's moving less than 1 inch there, left to right, as well as less than 1 inch front to back if you try to pull the seat away from the vehicle seat. You also want to make sure that for all forward-facing car seats that you have the tether secured to the designated tether anchor. My last tip is to make sure that you always read your manual. I know it doesn't sound like a lot of fun, but it's really important. Every single car seat is different and every vehicle is different. They're all going to have different ways of installing it depending on whether it's rear-facing or forward-facing, and depending on whether you're using the lower anchors or the seat belt. Make sure that you read both the car seat manual and your vehicle manual. The safest seat for your child is going to be the one that fits your child correctly, the one that fits your vehicle correctly, and the one that can be installed and used correctly every single time. For more help or to ask any questions, to set up an appointment to go shopping for a car seat for your child, or to set up an appointment to have your child's car seat checked, contact me via my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/supercarseatgeek.